video game. The second I hit the stream button, I got a text message. I don't know from who, and I will not know from who for another 2 hours at least. Ripperoni. Okay, live chat. Fuck. Actually, maybe I can put this over here. Okay. Okay, feed paused, chat loaded, question mark. And gonna go link in link, copy link at average stream enjoyer. No. Bread is innocent. It's me today, just me. Okay. Should be good. Streaming, okay. Let's get started, I suppose. Let's see, today we'll have about 2 hours and 10 minutes. Maybe a little bit more, 2.5 hours. We'll get as far as we can. I did try looking up, let's see, I lost my list until a little while ago. So goat milk quality is just a... Apparently you just hit the threshold at some point if the goat's happy enough. I'm much more interested in the crops and depression sleeping. But apparently it's possible. And worst case scenario, you don't make it in time and the goat just... You can sell the goat in this version, so that's good. Or you keep the goat around forever because you like the goat. The goat is your friend. Your goat is your pet. Okay, so we're gonna go into Gen 3 trees, maybe? Did not look up cooking, but we've got a list for cooking, so it doesn't really matter. Tried looking up the music disc list, and, didn't get very far. I found a linking guide that doesn't necessarily list the discs. I assume the Z-button cheat gives you all of the discs you can get every time, because it seems to give you one of every single tool you can get, and the discs are like a non-variable. The things that are variable when you use the Z-button cheat seem to be like, I don't know, the dig site items, and the toys, and crops, and wild items, milk, you know, all of the animal products. That seems to be random, but when you use the Z-button cheat, it seems that you get the 99 of every tool, and 99 of each record, and that's always consistent, so I'm willing to bet that when we use the Z-button cheat to experience the different music, you know, investigate the different music discs, I'm willing to bet that that's the comprehensive list of music discs, unless somebody proves me. If somebody wants to prove me wrong, please, please do it before I put this game up. I don't want to come back. Okay. Let me stop this music that I actually do really like. I'm going to load a state from the file. We are on year 4, I believe. Year 4. Oh shit, I didn't... Can I? Oh no. Do not tell me. Oh no. Don't tell me. Why aren't the states working? Oh, that's terrible. That is honestly atrocious. Not deathly atrocious, but boy oh boy. Ooh, that's painful. That's very painful. How unfortunate. Oh well. Do none of them work? Oh no. Alright. Everything has gone wrong today, guys. I'm very sorry about that. Do any of them work? No, I guess none of them work. Okay, that's interesting. I wonder where those get saved to. Let me go into my configuration settings. You know, this is just gonna- I should probably just end stream today, because... Load pass... SD card... Load path... Blah, blah, blah. Ooh, terrible. Which is kind of weird, because... you... well? I don't know. Wouldn't you expect them to... I mean, quick saves, but that's the same thing as just saving the file. Confirm on stop. No, none of this has changed. None of this has changed. None of that. None of that, none of that. Oh, wait. Okay, hang on. Okay, sorry. Give me a second. Options, configuration. Let's see. Still doesn't work. What? And I don't think I saved normally, because those were working so well. Ah, shit. Did I? Wait, what's the harvest? Actually, what chapter is the harvest? I don't like, the load, because it takes forever for it to load. For some reason. I wish it would... everything's set up to automatically have, like your main files and everything, but I probably should have like pre-changed the file path for all of the saves and things to be in the same hard drive, but everything wants to automatically set itself up and doesn't ask you. Should invest some time into that. Okay, let's see. What is this? Is it child or is it... yeah, okay, so he's not a teenager. What day is it? Fall 6? God. Okay. Now I'm kind of afraid that it's not gonna... okay, let's go into the configuration and go fast again. We can get through this. At 200%. Did we see the, what were they? We did see the Gen 3 hybrids for winter, right? Yeah, we did worm, we did the purple light bulb. I think I remember that, yeah. We need to focus on the trees now. Yeah, okay. I remember. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Do we still have the goat with us? I'm gonna sell the goat. Takakura. Sell goat. Sorry. Goodbye, goat. We are gonna do some heavy depression sleeping today. Right now we care the most about trees because we've already basically seen the Gen 3. We want to see Gen 3 Spring, which will be next chapter, and we want to see... yeah, we already saw these. I'm 90% sure. I've been playing alt files on this so much that I just can't even begin. These don't really matter. I guess I'm gonna forego the cooking, whatever the fuck. I really want to see the Gen 3, the plants, because I like the way the plants grow. We saw the way these plants grow. It's the light bulb plant and then toot. He whistles. This one didn't make it, but we saw most of the growth cycle on it. Yeah, spring and trees, I think, are what we're looking for now. Okay. And whatever the child wants to do. That's right, I made it. My save data did not... Something happened. Something terrible happened. And we are... I don't know what happened. Basically, is what I'm saying. Yeah. We've reverted to the last actual save. But that's okay, because depression sleeping is on the menu and we're going fast. Also, I'm gonna focus on, like, we've already seen the spring, the what do you call them? Yeah, I don't have to start all the way over. Yeah, something awful did kind of happen, because we were in, I think we were in spring of... Phew, it was just fucking Harvest Moon. Wait, what? Saved it, what? Something awful had happened? What? Well, it is kind of awful. We lost, what is it, 2 seasons? But since I already basically played through these, we saw these on stream, these Gen 3 crops. We saw them on stream. So, I'm going to... I have this urge to, like, you know, come out here and deal with these anyway. I sold the goat early, because, you know, goat. Fuck. I don't know. I think I'm gonna forego cooking. Cooking is... Probably we've already seen, like, what cooking has to offer, you know? I want to focus on the trees and get the Gen 3 hybrid trees planted in this field. But once we name the Gen 3 hybrid trees, you get to see what the fruit looks like while you're naming it. So that's kind of my goal. That's like... that, and then seeing the ending cutscene of the game. So we can really lean into... Oh, it's raining, okay. We can really lean into depression sleeping right now. And hopefully get back to where we were. Quickly. I'm not gonna plant the winter crops. Go to part 10 if you want to see those. The previous part was part 10, I think. Carrot. I don't know why I'm picking these. I shouldn't really. I should just... not. I think we're just gonna depression sleep through winter here, real quick. I do want to check on these trees. This tree and this tree are flowering in fall, which means those will have fruit in winter. That is important. But I am going to depression sleep here real quick. Raining. So if it's 10 days, you've got a depression sleeping once you have the alarm clock. Because I think if you don't have the alarm clock and you're well rested, you'll only sleep for about 7 hours. But once you have the, once you have... Child, would you like some milk? I wish I had one of those. Here you go. Perhaps you won't be so depressed when you become a teenager. But we have that terrible cutscene immediately in which I scythe my own child. Okay, green pea, whatever that is. Whatever that is. Everything lived. This dink will wilt soon. What is it? Fall day 10? Okay, I'm gonna do an experiment, actually. I said I wasn't gonna plant the shit, but I am gonna plant the shit. I lied. I'm going to plant the seeds while it is still fall. There are only 3. So... And if these wilt, then I'm not going to be too upset. I'm not going to fertilize them, because we don't need to hybridize Gen 3 crops. The only thing that would be for profit. And I do not need that because I have cheating. But we're just gonna depression sleep back to where we were. I'm gonna see. If it rains, I'm gonna not check on them because they'll probably be fine as long as it's raining. It is still raining. Oh, the lucky one. Hello! Do you play on GameCube or PC? Both. I started this playthrough on the GameCube, but because Tartan's hybridization, what I really wanted to do for this investigation is look at all of the hybrids. And because Tartan takes so long to do his animation, I decided I wanted to switch to Dolphin on the PC because you can save state before he mixes something, and you can also speed up the animation. So you don't get him being like, wow, I don't know what to do with this combination, and then you try the exact same combination and it actually works this time. Because there's also a random chance that you give him a valid combination, right? Okay, good. Got fruit. If you give Tartan a valid combination of crops sometimes, and he says, I can't do anything with this, I don't know why he randomly says that. You can then try again, give him the exact same combination of items, and he'll do the little voodoo dance and be like, congratulations, you made a Gen 3 hybrid. And it's like, why'd they program in a chance to fail like that? Especially when it takes so long to give him the items. It takes such a long time to give Tartan the items, and he might simply randomly just fail to do anything. On top of the chance for him to fail to give you an actual hybrid, he might fail and just give you one of the seeds back. So there's like a chance of failure on top of a chance of failure, on top of having to sit through a million years of cutscene. It's baffling, the decision. Why did they do it this way? Who said this was a good idea? In PS2, it's more long lagging. Yeah, I've never played the PS2 version. I've heard a lot about it. I've always been curious. I've always wanted to see, you know, like the girl child and what's different about the special edition. So I am going to play the special edition, but I have to play that one on the actual hardware. Now, it's OPL, so I won't have to deal with disk read issues or disk read errors, but apparently that's not the issue with the special edition. With the special edition, it's just badly optimized. The game itself runs poorly. That's going to be very interesting. I do want to experience that. I know it sounds like weird, but I'm just curious, like, this was a piece of Harvest Moon history. This was, like, something that the company did. They shipped this. This is how they shipped it, right? This is a real game that got shipped in this state. And I want to experience it because I'm curious what it must have been like for people that had that version of the game. And this entry in the series, I just like knowing. I just want to know. I'm just curious. So I am going to play that after this. I'm not going to play it all the way through. I am only going to play it through to maybe like year 2, right? I'm gonna get married and then start year 2. Are these still alive or did they, A worm grows here. A toot grows here. A purple sunblom here. Okay, they lived. They live. I can live them for like a 2-day, maybe. And they will be okay, kind of, maybe. Let's see, even playing on PS4 is still the same. Oh no! I don't have a PS4. I only have a PlayStation 2. I think we might have a PSP around here somewhere that got bought years and years later. But my experience with PlayStation ends with the PlayStation 2 catalog. That's the end of my experience. I had 2 paths, well actually there were 3 paths. I don't think Mom would have let me do the Xbox path. So I basically had 2 paths. I could choose PlayStation or Nintendo, and I chose Nintendo. So right around the PS2 is when I had to make my console allegiance decision, and I got the Wii and the GameCube and went down that path instead of PlayStation 2. Or PlayStation 3. I did not get a PlayStation 3. Which, there were a lot of titles on PlayStation that I still would be interested in. I've always thought that, like, because PlayStation historically had a lot more third-party indie, I guess you'd call it indie. It's not really indie, but, you know, third-party stuff. So there's like a big variety, I guess. How can we get records in this game? On Special Edition, you get it from villagers? Whoa, that's cool. Okay, so the way I'm going to get it in this one, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to use the Z button cheat to get the items. After I've seen the Gen 3 tree hybrids, I'm gonna because it kind of ruins your inventory a little bit. But after we see the trees, all of the tree hybrids, I'm gonna use the Z button cheat, because when you use that cheat, it always gives you 99 of all the tools and 99 of the same set of records every single time, so I assume that is all of the records in the game. The intended method to get records in the game is by linking up with the Game Boy Advance, more friends of Mineral Town. And you have to make friends with Van and link with more friends of Mineral Town, and I don't know the specifics of how to do it. I've never done it before myself. From what I've read, it's kind of a pain. It's kind of a pain in the butt, because oh man, because you have to, these do seem to be growing even though I planted them on fall 10th as seeds. So maybe you can plant seeds a little bit early before seasonal change, and then also, and like maybe you're supposed to do that for things that grow really, really slow. You're supposed to plant them like on day 9 of the previous season or something. Anyway, sorry that I got sidetracked. It's such a pain in the ass, because what you have to do, you have to make friends with a Van who will give you the records, or who sells the records eventually, and then you have to link up with more friends of Mineral Town. You have to link up with more friends of Mineral Town more than once. Like, you have to progress by playing both games. More Friends of Mineral Town needs to get played in and progressed in. You have to, like, have farm degree or farm rank or something. It's like, you get more records unlocked, or more things are likely to be sold by Van in both games the more you have played in the other game, right? So, I just play this on Android. Can I get records? I don't know, because I don't know anything about Android emulation. I don't emulate via Android at all. If you don't mind ruining your inventory. Uh-oh, here we go. Okay, so we got the academic cutscene. I think this is the academia one. I'm gonna just speed through it, because we've already watched this on the previous episode. Yeah. I don't know. The way I'm going to have to do it is the Z button cheat, which means I've configured the game to believe there's a controller plugged into slot 3, and then you hit the Z button on the GameCube controller that is plugged into slot 3, and it'll give you a ton of... Right, we're influencing him to be a scholar. He's gonna be a smart boy. Hello, Farshad! Cannot believe I lost 20 minutes. Man, I started so late today. But yeah, after I've gotten all of the tree hybrids, the Gen 3 tree hybrids, I am going to use the Z button cheat, and we will listen to all of the records. But, I have to catch back up to where I was before I want to use the Z button cheat, because the Z button cheat overwrites your current inventory. It will replace your current inventory with a bunch of random items. So beware. Okay, farm life. We continue. Alright, you have a flower on you. You're gonna be a spring harvest. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Fall. Fall. Not fall. This is fall too, I think. This is fall. is fall. What are you? This is also fall, I think. No, wait. Purple's not. Wait. There are 3 winters. 3 winters. This is one. Okay, this is definitely fall because the yellow one is for fall. And then there are 3 winter. What is this? Oh, okay, these are the tree crops. Where did I put them? Here they are. Okay, yellow. Okay, majorum. And Magenge. These names, dude. Magenge. Okay. I'm gonna put one of them into the seed maker. It'll be fine. I always want the child has the skill in ranching or farming, so Takakura can rest when the main character. Aw. Yeah. Takakura is still alive somehow. Is crazy. He's got. What kind of genes does he have? Darl better study him so he can unlock the secret to immortality. Or Romana! Romana too. Okay, so these. Looking good, looking good. Alright, alright. And then the 2 that we haven't harvested yet will be from winter. So right now it is spring. We will plant the spring crops. So we can see the Gen 3 spring crops. Okay, hopefully these grow, but if these do not make it, then I'm not going to be too upset because we already grew the winter crops. I will be upset if the spring crops do not make it, though. Because I want to see them very badly. I probably should have planted them winter 10th. Oh, shit. Juno. I dingus. Okay. For spring, it says spring only, spring only, spring only, spring only, spring only. I'm just double checking. Whoops. Spring only and spring only. Okay. And you are summer. Okay, cool. So we got gourd, which is the actual green gourd. And then we have... oh right, I was gonna plant them in a line though. I'm dumb. Then we have this, which is... The seed bag is called gourd because it took the same name as whichever hybrid you previously hybridized. Or rare one. The green gourd. I think it takes its name by accident because on the Gen 3 hybrid crops there are a lot of spelling errors. There's a lot of like this one's seed bag. And look, it calls it blue, right? We named this one purple because it's the purple light bulb. But it's called blue and has blues... But blues misattributed to worm, which is what we named the cordyceps one, right? So there's a lot of errors in the Gen 3 hybrid texts and names. So I think that when we grow Rare 2, this one right here, it will the fruit will probably be called what we named it, which is either bomb or boom or something like that, because it looks like a firework or a bomb. But the seed bag is named after Rare 1, which we named gourd, because gourd would not fit. This is the one that looks like a daikon, I think. Okay, let's spread these out in a line instead, so we can look at them better. And then bell, which looks like a jingle bell. And then oignon, which is an onion, but the end didn't fit. It looks like a purple onion. And then red, which I think is supposed to be the light bulb. Yeah, I think it's the red light bulb for spring. And then lastly for spring we have the tits seed, which looks like a very rude vegetable. Oh no. Ah, I'm out of water. Cat meows. What's the cat doing outside again? Every time there's a cutscene, your animals get put... Your barn animals get put inside and your house animals get put outside. Every time there's a cutscene. And I don't like it, because I like inside cats. I get too scared that something bad will happen to them if they're outside cats. Yeah, the horse is inside. We want the horse to be outside. So we can eat grass. I'm also Going to wash him. And we're gonna go put the cat. Oh no! We are too late! The cat died! Oh no, the cat's fine. Whenever the cat flops on its back, it's so funny. Put the cat down. Summer Memories record can get from Carter on Special Edition. Oh, you just have to be really good friends with them? Or is there something special you have to do? Summer Memories. Save the Homeland theme song? That's not the theme song, that's the... It's the summer... well, it's called Summer Memories. My favorite song in Save the Homeland is the summer season on the farm song. I think it's that one. Although I guess it depends on what you mean. Yeah, you know what? It's fair to call that the theme song of Save the Homeland. It is the best one. You right. Oh, okay, and then we've got spring fruit. Spring fruit. Soon. Oops. Watering can. When I think of the ooh, is that one? Pick. All right, we got worm. Worm has been grown. It's him. It's worm. Okay, let's move that. That is a winter, the second of 3 winter Gen 3 crops. And then all we need is Toot. And Toot will complete all 3 winter Gen 3 crops. I did not use fertilizer this time. And I'm not gonna use fertilizer this time because it wastes time, and really I'm not gonna be doing anything else with the crops. So it getting... Not again! Okay, we've got the scene. That can't be! You! I always tried to respect you as a person. But after today, I'm gonna stop because, man, you're being a bitch. I can't believe... What? What can't you believe? Ooh. Comfort gently. Use the brush on him. Brush him. Just like an animal. There you go. See, if you act like an animal, we treat you like an animal. Okay, cool. Sorry for being so harsh. Good. Okay, go to your room. Whew. I don't understand. Okay, that was because we saw that cutscene last time is why I'm leaving it on fast forward through it. If I encounter a cutscene that I have not seen yet on this playthrough, I will turn the emulator back to normal speed, I promise. Okay, those fruits. Are they fruitin'? Are we fruity tooty yet? We fruitin'! Okay, who are you? You are Orafu. Orafu. I'm gonna put him here. Orafu. Uafu? Iafu. You should actually play all previously shown cutscenes at 1/4 speed. Yikes. Kevin, why? Kevin is out here to suffer. This game is already slow enough, Kevin. Shut up. Get out of here. Okay. Toot lived! Toot! Long live Toot! Has a tart aftertaste. No! Alright. Toot lived. It's day 2 of spring. Toot survived. Okay. We're going to focus on the spring rares, in that case. I prescribe the dick in all forms, including cutscene torture. Show him the D. Dog barking. Okay, do you want to stream the remake also someday? Yes, that's what this is. I have a playlist on my channel called Natsuma/Marvelous Investigation. And in that playlist, so far, I have played chronologically, in order of release, every Harvest Moon game that they've made so far. And I will continue to do that chronologically order of release for Harvest Moon, Story of Seasons, and a couple of spin-off titles. Like, I'm gonna do Innocent Life, even though it says a futuristic Harvest Moon. I'm gonna play Innocent Life because it was marketed alongside like a Harvest Moon. It's even got it in the title. I'm also gonna probably do Hometown Story and maybe some other, like, as long as it's got kind of like a life sim, slice of life kind of vibe to it. Hometown Story is probably as far as I want to stray from the path. Maybe I'll make Hometown Story its own playlist, actually. But that's what this playlist is I'm investigating Natsume and Marvelous, because these games have always fascinated me, and as a child I didn't, have the ability to play every single one of them, and I'm just kind of curious about how the series has evolved. So eventually I will make it to the remakes. I will be streaming the remake someday when I get to it. But I am playing them in order, chronologically. As you can see, I'm not. It's not like a real legitimate long play or playthrough. I want to like kind of experience the play. So like for this one in particular, for A Wonderful Life, I played the first year on regular speed, and I think I got to fall before I used the money cheat. If the cheats are available, I will probably use them to speed things up a little bit, because there's a lot of games, and I have a huge backlog. And I really want to get to, like, the rest of my backlog. So I wouldn't consider these, like, legitimate long plays or playthroughs. They're just investigations. I'm just kind of investigating what I might have missed out on, or what each game is like, going back to childhood games and just kind of seeing, now that I'm a grown-up, how does this play? What's, how is this as a game? Do I remember it correctly? Am I got nostalgia about it? And just kind of want to look at the games and see how they progressed mechanically over the course of the whole series. Which, this one is a very interesting entry. It does a lot of interesting things. There's a lot about it that makes me wonder why. But I mean, I think that's just kind of par for the course when it comes to Natsume. There's just a lot of, why did you do that, Natsume? Why? I'm pretty excited because I'm about to come up to... I'm going to come upon a bunch of the games I did not get a chance to play. Like, I did not play Island of Happiness, or Sunshine Islands. I did not play Grand Bazaar. I didn't get to play... I don't know. There's a bunch of the DS ones I did not get to play. Let's see. Back to Nature is a legend game on the PlayStation 1. Yes, everyone loves that one because it's feature complete. I've got mixed feelings about Back to Nature. I think it's a good thing they reused the assets. I mean, I don't think it's a good thing they reused the assets, but being able to be feature complete mechanically was probably a good thing that contributed to making that game memorable and playable. It's why everyone thinks that one is so good. It's why it is actually good, is because they did a good job with the mechanics. I think that the characters, however, don't make any sense if you've ever played 64. They just reused the characters. Like, the characters in Mineral Town were specifically designed, their visual designs make sense in Nintendo 64 Harvest Moon, but they just kind of got reused and slapped into Mineral Town haphazardly, and I really wish that Mineral Town had gotten their own cast of actual characters that were unique to Mineral Town, instead of just kind of reusing characters that visually have connections and make a lot more sense in the Nintendo 64, Flower Bud Village. It's a little bit strange, because Mineral Town was feature complete, right? Because Mineral Town was feature complete, the PlayStation 1 had, like, more... Like, there was actual cooking in it. They actually were able to make the maker machines work, and they added sheep into it. There's a lot... Like, it's feature complete. But at the sacrifice of having, like, a unique cast of characters that was actually made for Mineral Town that would make sense being Mineral Town characters. Once you know the Nintendo 64 characters... Harvest Moon 64 has sheep, does it? Why do you keep forgetting it has sheep? I don't know. I keep forgetting it has sheep because... I don't know. I guess I didn't play it well enough. But it doesn't have the maker... Does it have the maker machines? I think milk is more viable, because you get milk every day, but without... Okay, so it doesn't have the maker machines. That's what I'm forgetting. There's... I keep forgetting the sheep because I think of it in a step process where there's step 1, cows, step 2, sheep, step 3, maker machines. And I keep thinking, it's missing a step. But I keep also considering cows as step 1 and sheep is also step 1 for some reason. So I get confused and keep thinking there aren't sheep in it, but it's actually maker machines. Let's see, you can divorce your wife in 64. Kinda, it's more like just a little cutscene thing. If you're talking about the glitch where you have 2 children, that's a glitch. The 2 children double wife, like, it's not even a double wife thing, it's like a... It's you do the glitch with the 1 wife, to get the 2 children. I don't think that you can get remarried. That's Stardew Valley. Because you don't get a blue feather again even after your wife leaves, so you can't really get married. Also, you said Animal Parade. I will agree, Animal Parade's giga legendary. There's like, it does the same thing though that like Mineral Town did from 64, where it's like, this is the same cast of characters, but we're in a different setting now. And I don't really know. The thing is that none of the it's like they learned from Mineral Town, so they haven't changed the relationships or occupations of any of the characters. The setting is just different. So I think they did a better job between Tree of Tranquility and Animal Parade. It's the same thing, but they learned a lesson and they did it right that time when they used the same cast of characters. No. Get out of that, get out. So, Majorum. Where's Majorum? There he is. And then, Orafu. This Orafu? Yeah, okay. And then, Megenge. You Megenge, he Megenge. Okay. How many do we have? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. I think there's 10. Is it 10? Yeah, there's a yellow grape. Okay, we've got 1 more to get. And I think that yellow grape will be this one. I think maybe this one is the yellow grape. It could be one of these though. I'm dumb. That is a summer fruit, I believe. So we will be doing tree hybrids when it hits summer. We hit summer, we're gonna look up tree Gen 3 hybrids, and I think I can get to that today. Shit. Sleep. Okay. Get her back, Harvest Moon, blah blah blah. Keep looking at sheep. Karen. Wait until you meet Karen, the career drunken party girl with daddy issues in 64. Listen, I think Karen in 64 is a more I don't want, like, okay, nothing against Mineral Town Karen, although, I don't know, it's like, Mineral Town's weird, because they have these, like, half holdovers from the characters that they were in 64, but then they're kind of, like, not fully fleshed out or not fully thought out. It's like 90% of Karen is, she's nice and will give you a bag of grass seeds if you ask her for help. What is the bomb plant is very unique looking. I don't think I've ever seen, like, I think that is a unique crop. I think that is actually unique, because, like, most of the Gen 3 hybrids will use, like, okay, this is, you know, unique to the light bulbs, this is, you know, it's kind of like a, what is this, strawberry? But the music things will use the strawberry plant, and then this is like for melon, gets used for some Gen 3 hybrids. This one looks kind of unique, but maybe I'm just not remembering it. Like, that's maybe the eggplant one, I think. I don't think I've ever seen this one before. This plant. Is the bomb plant completely a unique crop model? That would be very interesting. All the light bulb ones use this model, which looks kind of like, it's not the same, but it looks kind of like, see, like this one is a turnip, basically. So it uses the turnip leaves, kinda. This one's the carrot leaves. So, which one's this one? daikon. Okay, so daikon makes sense, uses the carrot leaves. So a lot of the Gen 3 rare crops will reuse previous plant, you know, models and things. But the bomb plant, Rare 2, Rare O2, is a very unique looking plant, actually. Now that, like, look at him. Very strange. That's cool. Anyway, yeah. Nothing against Mineral Town Karen. I just think that 64 Karen is a lot more interesting and kind of more compelling. I don't know. Also, did you know in the flower dance on, have you ever noticed, since Karen's your favorite, right? Have you ever noticed how in Mineral Town during the flower festival or the goddess festival, she has like special dancing sprites where she's actually doing a pirouette. She actually has like a special pose for dancing. That comes from Harvest Moon 64 where, oh god, the bomb is bombing. He bombing! Oh, maybe it's more like a wrecking ball. Actually, maybe it's not supposed to be a bomb. Maybe it's a wrecking ball. Anyway, but the special Karen sprites in Back to Nature for her dancing comes from her lore in Nintendo 64, where her father owns the vineyard, right? Her family has owned that vineyard. Her mom, however, in flavor text in 64, used to be a dancer. And it's implied that Karen either learned how to dance from her mother, or she just kind of has, you know, genetic aptitude for being a dancer, because her mother used to be like a professional dancing girl of some kind, I don't know. Which I think is really cool. But that's like, the leftovers of 64's lore is even still here. It keeps reminding me, every time I play Back to Nature. I love Back to Nature, but I keep getting reminded of, I wish Harvest Moon 64 had gotten a remake. I wish Harvest Moon 64 would get like a ROM hack or a remake or something. I mean, I don't know if I really, like, I don't hate the remakes, but I kind of hate the remakes. The redesigns, I'm not fond of them. I just wish that Harvest Moon 64 had gotten feature completeness. I wish that somebody had feature completed it, because I would love to play Harvest Moon 64 with, like, cooking and recipes and the maker machines and more animals and, you know, I wish Harvest Moon 64 I wish it had gotten that. So, that's how I feel about that. Wistful, little bit sad. Man. I'll try not to be petulant about it. Ass skeleton! Regular ass skeleton! I'm sorry. I only saw ass skeleton at first. And I was like, oh boy! On your flower bloom here. Ooh, the daikon flower is pretty. It is a nice blue color. Can I pick it? Oh, it stopped. If I get close enough, it stops. Oh, it stops if you get close, but he's swinging, boy. He's swinging. Okay, hang on. We're gonna look at it at regular speed. Welcome, regular ass skeleton. I love your name. We're gonna go back to regular speed. Let it catch up for a second. Hang on, the stretching is worse for it. Okay, we're gonna look at how it swings at regular speed, because that's part of this investigation, is that I care about... I'm gonna... just a little bit. Okay, there we go. Watch him as he majestically sways. We're going to take in this piece of history in the Harvest Moon franchise. Okay, that's enough of that. I'm gonna pick it. Wow, it's a bomb! Slightly acrid. Go in here. That's him. It's a red flashing light bulb and a bomb. Okay, these are spring Gen 3, so they go here. I don't remember the order of the rest of them, I'm sorry. I know that this is the second rare, and the gourd is the first rare, and then after that, the numbering goes all out of order for me. This gourd is ripe. Okay. Flower is blue. Getting there. Very cool flower. Belle has a blue flower. What is that? Pitcher plant? Oignon has a pitcher? flower? What? That is so weird. What an interesting flower. I love pitcher plants. Red will wilt soon. Tits blooms here. Tits just looks like a regular turnip. Okay, so we've watered everything. Cool. I'm going to turn... I don't think anything else moves. Weird movement. I'm going to turn the speed back on so we can hurry get through this game. Okay. Because we've got a lot to investigate. Married, blah blah blah, Stardew Valley developed 2 harems and cucked them all to have a platonic roommate. Ah, Krobus! The Chad Krobus! Superior! Maybe they have a different author. Oh, between Tree of Tranquility and... or... I don't know. Harvest Moon character designer has been unchanged for 30 years, and I imagine that he or she has simply decided to begin smoking crack! No. It's the same thing that happened to the Pokemon designer, you know? Like... I don't know. I'm not gonna say the art has gotten bad or anything. It's gotten more uniform, I guess more polished, but I don't know. Maybe it's nostalgia, maybe it's like, oh, it's that era. And of course people who, their first experience with Pokemon is like, I don't know, Gen 3 to 7 or whatever. They're gonna think that that's gonna be their nostalgia of Pokemon. They're gonna probably like that era of Pokemon design philosophy. Which, okay, that's fine. Oh, the Gerd, he is ready. But it's just not for me anymore. I really hate this, like, Adidas, Nike, sponsored sportswear brands kind of style of shit that they've done for a while at this point. It's just not my aesthetic. It has never been my aesthetic. I just don't like it very much. Ooh, it's tits! An intriguing shape to match its intriguing spiciness. It is a very spicy fruit. Root, sorry. Spicy root vegetable. Herb? Question mark? I don't know. Is garlic an herb? I don't think so. Onion. Okay, we still have onion. Bell. Bell is cute. Bell will need to turn... we'll need to turn down for Bell. I named it Tits! Because it's a 4-letter word! You only get 4 letters to name all of these. So I thought it was very fitting. I'm sorry. Bomb, Gerd, Perp. Okay, these 3 are donezo. I'm gonna get rid of them so I don't waste time watering them. These 2 still need to be harvested. The light bulb has been harvested, but it won't hurt anything to, it won't hurt anything to water. As long as I get these 2, it'll be fine. Okay, what day is it? 8. We're waiting for summer fruit. Okay. Harvest Moon character designer, blah, 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 smoking crack. I have heard he many times, but I refuse to believe that a man designed these characters, but I never see she. You refuse to believe a man designed these? Why? Why would you refuse to believe a man? Like, there's plenty of men in the video game industry making questionable design decisions. I don't understand why you'd, I think that this game in particular, right? The intended rivals for each of these characters, right? If a woman had been designing it, this would have been... the characters would have been intentional rivals that could have been easily used for a girl version of the game, because that's just how that would have worked. Sorry. That's just how it would have worked. The rivals would have been associatively aged and designed. Instead of, oh, I saw this guy in a fucking movie once and I thought he looked funny, so I decided to design this character after him for some fucking reason, for no fucking reason whatsoever, right? It's not actually, it's not even a, it's not, you're not thinking of a male rival romance interest. That's not male rival romance interest thought, which would be like, you know, what a girl would be thinking about. So I'm going to assert, possibly incorrectly, and I will 100% dial it back. I will publish a retraction publicly if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure the character designer is male. Especially considering the the joking in many of the manga. Yep, it's a bell. That's what it do. That's what it do, Yugi. Makes a bell-like sound. Okay, blah blah blah. Karen64 is the most complex character ever put into Harvest Moon. Probably. I'd say the darkest, probably. I think they do a good job in Trio of Towns. Maybe not as complex in Trio of Towns, but implicitly decent, themes. I'm gonna give Yuzuki his credit, okay? It's an interesting situation. I don't know if they go into the Sade as much in that one. But there is subtext to all of the characters in Trio of Towns that is a little bit sad and wistful. I think they do a good job. Okay, we just need the onion, and we will be done with the spring rare 3 hybrids, and there will be nothing but trees left. Nothing but trees left to investigate. I guess the number 2 is Muffy in this very game. Yeah, but only because certain jaded Russians will call her a cheap whore, but in reality, she's just a bad judge of character. I feel like we get the final scene here, but I might have, mistaken the time frame for it. Shit. I'm gonna see if I can— I don't remember if we were supposed to trigger that in the previous year, or if this is the year that Muffy's final cutscene gets triggered. I think this is the year it gets triggered. Now she's too old to marry. No, see, they ameliorate it a little bit in DS Cute, because her official rival in DS Cute is Griffin, who you can marry, right? You can actually cause the cycle of 100-year suffering for Muffy if you really want to be that guy. If you want to be a dick! Ah, okay. It might have been last year, and I might have missed her final cutscene. If I could describe it real quick, she's like— she's hanging out with a guy who she's catching feelings for him, but he is not catching feelings for her. And it comes to a head one day when she realizes, you know, he only introduced me as his friend, right? And I just realized I'm pining away after, you know, I'm pining away for nothing, and I shouldn't be pining away like this. I think maybe I'm just gonna give up, you know? Maybe it's time I give up on romance and, you know, resign myself to spinsterhood. And then Griffin shows up and he's like, you looked sad when you came back from shopping today, and I was just hoping you were okay. And it's like, oh, Griffin. Yeah, I don't know. You kind of get the feeling like maybe it'll be okay, you know? It's gonna be okay. Hope. Shit, I meant to go to 1 because that way I won't have to watch the thing. The thing. Okay, sleep. Do you want to save? No. Which is what got me into this predicament to begin with, but I'm gonna say no. What is a bomb but a wrecking ball with a little less precision? What? Man, if only we knew someone who makes games. Yeah, if only we knew someone who, if only we knew somebody who could give Harvest Moon 64 the remake it deserves. Oh well. Big shame. What's going on here? Where's the onion? Ah! It was a root, but it grew on, like, the eggplant thing. Okay, there it is. It's onion. Tastes a bit acrid. Sometimes eats insects when blooming. I'm glad, because I saw the description on that and didn't realize what it was talking about. I'm glad I investigated it more thoroughly, because its flower is the only flower in the game, to my knowledge, that's a pitcher plant. So the onion's description of sometimes eats insects when blooming, it's because its flower is a pitcher plant flower. That's really cool. I'm glad I investigated that. Alright, and so then we've got all of the spring. Okay, so here it is. Here's our seasonal wrap-up, our seasonal roundup, and then I will continue reading chat. I'm sorry for being behind. We've got Gerd, a gourd. This is the rare 1. This is rare 2. I named Bomb. Its seeds are misnamed. Its seeds will be named after rare 1's seed name, Gerd, seed name, on our game specifically. Red, a light bulb. Daikon. A very unique variety with a rich, strong, bitter taste. It's just a daikon. Bell. Sweet and tasty, makes a bell-like sound. Looking good. Oignon, which has the interesting flower. And tits. An intriguing shape. Yes, indeed, an intriguing shape. Makes the adult salad, I guess. And those are the Spring Generation 3 hybrid crops. Yay, we did it, everybody. Woo! Now, once the last summer fruit, once the last summer tree crop, okay, I guess it doesn't trigger because it's raining. Once the last summer tree crop blooms, or gives fruit, we will do the tree hybrids. We'll plant them, and then it's depression sleeping until they bear fruit for us. Actually, I guess it would be fine to just depression sleep at that point, because, like I said, you get to see them when you name them, so... let's see... Spicy, Harvest Moon... Harvest Moon isn't also a song. It's like a phenomena, so I imagine a lot of things are named after Harvest Moons. More like regular skeleton ass. What? At Serenade. Tits. Spicy. Titties don't get spicy from jalapeno oil. What? Something else does. I would know. Kevin, be careful. Please. I would like for you to be safe with your biological warfare experiments, please. I'm begging you. The horse is doing an animation, so we cannot mount it. That's another questionable decision. I don't know, man. Is that thunder? Oh man, don't do that to me. Shit. I'm gonna save my game, guys. Hopefully that won't destroy my life. Sleep, save, sure. The harvest. Woo! So I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm sure you have another chat than the one on YouTube. No, just the one on YouTube. Animal Parade is on Nintendo Wii is good too. Animal Parade is probably... it's so hard to say. I like the child system in Animal Parade the best, and I like how many animals there are in Animal Parade. Shoutouts to the only Harvest Moon, to my knowledge, that lets you raise ostriches, my favorite animal! Where are my ostriches, Jeb? You said you were going to add ostriches to Minecraft! I am waiting, Jeb! Day 1568 of psychically manifesting Jeb stubbing his toe on a coffee table! Fucking Jeb! Let's see. Regular ass skeleton, you should change your chat to live chat from top chat. Oh yeah! YouTube hates me and my hot takes, so it blocks them from top chat. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's speed things up again now that the bell has rung. Enable stretching. Alright. Meow. Room, in fact. We're gonna go into summer. Sleep. I didn't realize that. Is this series better than Animal Crossing? No, I would say it is different than Animal Crossing, and each entry is uniquely different for better or for worse, just like Animal Crossing. But I would say it's different from Animal Crossing. If you want house decoration, Animal Crossing was better from the get-go for actually getting to decorate your house, right? Because this game doesn't have house decoration until, like... Well, it's not like you can move furniture around, even when you can get new things to put in your house. And the things that you get to put in your house are super random. Oh, right. Hang on, shit. It's day 1! We have one summer crop that didn't grow last time. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try growing it again. We're gonna see if it grows. Shit, my camera is going nutso-butso, and I am not keeping up very well. We're gonna check for Muffy. No Muffy. I think it might have been last year. But, you know. Let's see, you can get items to decorate your house, I think, in not every Harvest Moon, but like a bunch of them have. Maybe every Harvest Moon, now that I'm thinking about it. Here they are. It's the yellow grapes. I don't think they're ready yet, but I'm gonna shake the tree anyway. Oh, no grapes. They are what will allow us to do our Gen 3 crop hybrids. So, the biggest example I can think of is like, yeah, you can buy house upgrades in PS1 Mineral Town in Harvest Moon. That's great. But when it comes to like decorations and things around your house, I think of Harvest Moon 64 first as the earliest one, because in that one, if you become friends with, like, for example, if you get like the 4-heart cutscene or like the 2nd heart cutscene with Mary in that game, she gives you a painting because she, like, one of her hobbies is painting, which actually is a piece of furniture that goes on your wall. And then, I mean, there's other things like winning the beach festival. You get Invincible Katori, which is the incense burner pig, the cute incense burner. You can get, I think, like a tablecloth or something. There's a bear statue, question mark? There's like random furniture you can get. You don't get to choose where you put it. Once you earn it, it's got like a set place in your house that it like shows up in. When it comes to actually decorating your house, like getting to choose where you put furniture, I think the first Harvest Moon that does that is the one that we're gonna play after Special Edition. Magical Melody actually has like a rudimentary furniture placement, what do you call it, system. I don't remember it being great, and, but, you know, it could just be me being stupid as a child, not being good at video games, you know? Maybe I was just bad at video games as a child. But Harvest Moon is not, if you want to do room decoration, like house decoration, Harvest Moon's not, I would not recommend Harvest Moon. Harvest Moon's like dating sim / farming simulator. If you like taking care of animals and growing crops and like picking a character out of a roster and because they're interesting and that's your wife now, your waifu wars. That's Harvest Moon for a long time, and eventually Husbando Wars, I guess, because eventually they do get on, they hop on the train and say, okay, yeah, girls' game doesn't end when they get married. Very different games. There isn't even necessarily farming in Animal Crossing until New Horizons, which I'm not gonna say they implemented it badly. I mean, I guess orcharding is farming. You can plant trees, that's farming, kinda, if you think of that as farming. Sure, yeah, that's farming. You plant an orchard. But the actual, like, crop stuff didn't happen until New Horizons. And I've got a host of issues with New Horizons. But that's because I've been burnt by Pokemon so much, I think. I just hate it when a new entry to a series, for several iterations of the series, they have these things, right? They have core staples of their series that recur, right? And then the next entry comes out and it's like all hyped up, woo! And then they do not reiterate on the core of what has reappeared in the series every single time. Like, you expect them to have these, and it kind of feels like a betrayal, I guess, because it's like, shit, man, I wanted Froggy Chair. They brought him back eventually because he's a meme, but they didn't bring back a bunch of the other furniture that I still care about and still want, you know, like the lovely phone, or the lovely set, perhaps? I don't know. The fucking chess pieces weren't there from Go, question mark. There's a lot. Anyway, that's how I feel about New Horizons, is like, yes. Whenever I think about Animal Crossing, I keep wanting to go back to Wild World, though. I've been playing... I've got... Oh no, Fuju A. Fuju? Did not match up with our Fuju. Fuju B. Oh, it's a better Fuju. Okay. Alright, cool. We're gonna save state, so we don't really... That doesn't really affect us. And then Geju got enough fertilizer to be S rank. Very good. And then Orage is A rank. Okay, so I think we have all of the tree fruit. We can do the hybrids now. And, we can do the hybrids, which means depression sleeping until the end of the game, actually. Once we, this will be like the last thing, but we already saw its 3D model on the naming screen, so we don't even need that. Alright guys, I'm gonna go butter tartan up, wish me luck. Actually, I'm gonna check for the Muffy cutscene. Hey Muffy! What up? Yeah. Hello, Tartan. You're nice. Uh-huh. Hello. Alright, cool. Cold shoulder. Oh, yeah. What's with the cold shoulder? Okay, yeah. Something you want to ask? I want to talk. Yeah. Let's keep talking. Yeah. I'll keep talking to you. Chatterbox? Not at all. Let's keep talking. Sure. Do you like me enough to hybridize yet? Nope. Okay. This is also really baffling. Why do they make you become friends with Tartan again every single time by talking to him? Right? You have to talk to him. It's not just that you become friends with him and then you can do crops and things. Oh god. You've got to talk to him over and over again. I don't want you to analyze anything though, buddy. You've got to become friends with him again. Over and over again. I want to talk. You want to know something interesting? If I eat these two? Yeah, something interesting did happen. We have all of the rare crops. Let's keep talking. Little bird told me Ruby talks kind of like me. Wow, that's weird. They didn't spell it like she does. I just want to talk. Canner already. We already have that. Thank you for giving us that hint, though. I want to talk. Yes, you just said that. Thank you. Let's keep talking. I don't have anything right now, thank you. Let's keep talking. What's a forest like? Yeah, it must be pretty noisy if everybody talks, yeah. Nothing right now. Let's talk. Sure, let's keep talking. The forest. Nothing right now. Let's talk. Great shakes. Let's talk. Happy lamp. Yeah, gem soil. Sure, let's keep talking. Happy soil. You just said that. Happy lamp, gem soil. He wants to go running. You're funny, Tartan, but the 5,000 times we have to do this to get you to hybridize for us again is a bit grating. I don't know why they did it like this. It's really baffling. This is a misstep. I would call this a misstep in the series. Nothing right now. Thank you! Okay, we can hybridize now. Jesus. Okay, Tartan. Oh, fuck. Alright. I'm gonna look up the guide. We're going to... Okay, first of all, we're gonna make a save state. And the first thing we're gonna do... Okay, sorry. Let me catch up on chat real quick. Series is better than Animal Crossing? No, the worst Animal Crossing has ever gotten is City Folk and New Horizons. City Folk, I think, is the worst misstep, but New Horizons is a similar misstep to City Folk, so I'm a little bit mad at it. I like all the new stuff we got in New Horizons, but they should have... They should have, woulda, coulda. Harvest Moon has some real bottom-of-the-barrel titles. I mean... Lou, the 20-pound cat! Oh, man, I'm so worried about Lou. Imagine waking up every day in Animal Crossing and doing literally the same shit with absolutely no variation whatsoever, but you can't decorate your house or submit things to a museum. Yeah. Yeah. But you get to have pet animals, and you get to have a spouse. I'm gonna quit hybridizing, actually. Now that we're friends with him, again, he will offer us that option every time. Let's just talk again. Okay, cool. I'm gonna save my game in the actual in-game, the in-system memory card again also, as well as the save state, because I'm worried that the save states just aren't working right now. Yeah, please save my game. Cool. And now we're gonna go hybridize. Decorate house. No, not sure, dude. God, why do you ask that question? No, please let me hybridize Tartan. Why do you have just arbitrary, random, useless fucking text boxes on top of the one you already offer? Tartan, why? Okay. Decorate, blah, blah, blah. MK! Hi, MK! Didn't mind City Folk, but I haven't played New Horizons. It kind of looks boring. Oh, God. City Folk is like... I like what they did with the city, but it takes... like, the fucking loading screen wall of text it takes to get there every single time. New Leaf did that idea correctly. You just cross the street. No, you don't have to... You know what I mean, right? New Leaf did the go to the city vibe that, you know... City Folk wanted to do correctly. But the problem with City Folk is that it was a regression from Wild World, right? In Wild World, we had, you know, the ability to, you know, the house, right? That was like the biggest misstep, is that you can upgrade your house in Wild World. And I know the idea is that in Wild World, you're sharing your house, right? With a bunch of people, so obviously you'd need a bigger house. You'd need more rooms. There's supposed to be like a room for every person, plus... you know, the basement is like room 4, and then you have the main room, right? So everybody gets their own room, plus basement. Yeah, I think there was like a double upstairs room. Yeah, so yeah, okay. So you get 4 rooms plus basement and main room in Wild World. And then in City Folk, they went back to like, they went back to the GameCube, number of rooms. Yeah, I would have expected, but then like the loading screen shit was just terrible, and that's all I remember about City Folk, which is really sad because I thought the city idea was super neat. The black market, the fucking the guy that shows up, the Dr. Shrunk comedy, like I don't know, I don't know, man. I kind of want to go back. Maybe I'll do an Animal Crossing. Maybe I'll do an Animal Crossing investigation the same way I do, shit, where's my hybrid list? Where is it? Here it is. What's this one? Fuju and Lanmuge, I think. Furum and Orafu, or Fuju and Lanmuge, I think. What language am I speaking? Fuju. I'm gonna try Fuju and Lanmuge. Lanmuge. Save a state to slot 2, please. Okay, we're gonna try, what is it? Fuju and Lanmuge, which is S. Okay, save a state to slot 1. Please give us a combination. A real one, a real combination. So I kind of... Oh, he did it! First try, idiot! Wow! So I might do an Animal Crossing investigation too, just like this one. I've never seen anything like it. Why don't we name it? Okay, this looks like a green coconut to me, so I'm going to name it... You only get 4 letters to name it, so I will name it Coco, as in coconut. Looks like a green coconut to me, boss. Do you want to keep hybridizing? Yes, please. Okay, so the next thing we want to hybridize, on the list, where is my hybrids list? Okay, the Gen 3 hybrids list is down here. Okay, we're gonna try 8 more trees to go. We're gonna do Jurum and Furum. For tree 01. Jurum and Furum. Is it just me or do these sound kind of like, okay, Furum. Actually, the order might matter, I don't know. Jurum and Furum. Emulation, save a state to slot 1. Yes, please. Shit, what was I saying? Yeah, Animal Crossing investigation. So, because I remember not liking this piece of shit. I remember not liking City Folk as much, for a variety of reasons. But it's been so long since I've played that they're not fresh in my mind anymore. And maybe I'm too unfair to it. Oh, there we go. Okay, got it this time. So I would like to replay the Animal Crossing games and see the progression of them, and if I was just kind of unfair or whatever. I'd be curious. What is that? It looks like the onion. but I think it's a fig. Right? Is that a fig? It reminds me of a fig. I think I'm gonna name this Fig. Fig. Let's keep hybridizing. Okay, so there is one hybrid that the game I praised this guide, this Stardust and Sons hybrid guide for Another Wonderful Life, right? Because it's difficult. A Wonderful Life is different. They have listed for the green coconut, I think all three of their Majorum, Orafu, yeah, I think all three of their hybrids for the green coconut actually give you something that looks like an avocado, in my opinion. It's not the green coconut. So their first mix for green coconut on their list, Rare O2, is Lanmugi and Geji. So we're gonna do Lanmugi and where's Geju? What is a Geju? Oh, have we not made a Geju? Okay, we've got 8. That's enough. It'll be safe. Let's save state. Oh god, the thunder is close. If I disappear, I got struck by lightning, guys. Or, you know, the internet got struck by lightning. Anyway, let me keep reading chat here, I'm sorry. New Horizons is peak boring. Hi, Kevin. New Horizons peak boring. They screwed the pooch. They more than screwed the pooch. The dog has been— Stop it! Like, stop maligning the British! And their idioms. Little bro is gonna have to go see a therapist for years, brother. The tools break. Yeah, into the trash it goes. The golden tools break. Into the fucking trash. Same amount of content with more busy work and Skinner box. Skinner box? I don't know. But yeah, more busy work. Way less content. Yeah, they disguise the fact that they have 80% less furniture by making you find Yu-Gi-Oh cards to teach you how to make some rustic table that looks exactly like a tree stump. Yeah. Is Stardew Valley worth it? I'd say yeah. I'd say for the price, hell yeah. And also, I think Concerned Ape is a good guy. He oftentimes will have, like... He runs these campaigns where he gives, like, all of his profits at this point to, like, save the manatees, like, you know, environmental preservation and shit like that. I think he's done a great job, and he keeps providing free support. If your save gets fucked up, like if your save file gets corrupted by an update that he pushes an update, free updates even to this day, right? If your save file gets fucked up by one of those, he even like will ask you to send him the file on Twitter, and he'll like try and fix it for you, or he will. You know, he goes above and beyond. I have a lot of respect for Concerned Ape, especially because Wumbus World, bring back Wumbus World. I don't know. Like, even if I don't necessarily 100% agree with the guy on everything, it's like, whatever, dude. We're human beings. We can coexist on the planet. I have a lot of respect for him. I think he's a good person. I appreciate and respect Concerned Ape. So I would say it's hella worth it. Absolutely. Buy Stardew Valley. I think he's a good guy. And I think that the game, on top of all of that, right, blanket endorsement of the game. I think the game is fun. I think the game is good. I think the game is great. I love Stardew Valley, and I have 7 million files and play the game way too fucking much. I think he took the Harvest Moon formula and, like, perfected it. The only criticism I would have of Stardew Valley, right, is that maybe the setting is not your aesthetic, right? My criticism is that melons are pink instead of green muskmelon, which is my favorite fruit. That's my criticism. And like, you can mod, like, it's so easy to mod Stardew Valley, so like that's like a non-issue, really. It's a good. I don't have an issue with Stardew Valley. I think it's fine. This looks like an avocado to me. I'm gonna call it Kadodora. That's what I'm gonna call it. I want to keep hybridizing, but that's listed on Stardust and Sons guide as green coconut, and yeah, it's like a green, weird green fruit. My my actual handle. But I don't think that's a coconut. It looks like the avocado hybrid to me, and the coconut's what we actually made, which is actually the combinations on Share's hybridization calculator, which is for A Wonderful Life, not Another Wonderful Life, actually works for green coconut for me on this game, which is, you know, it's just kind of funny. I don't know. We're gonna go after rare 3 now, which the guide says looks like a red, orange, pomegranate, Magenge, and Orafu. Okay, here's Orafu. Where's Magenge? Magenge and Orafu. It's S rank, so the odds are pretty high, but I am still gonna save the state. I'm really behind on chat now. I'm sorry, guys. Let's see. But yeah, highly recommend Stardew Valley. I think it's good game, a lot of content. Buy it legitimately. The money goes to a good cause. Good guy. I don't know. Whatever you want to do. I don't even if you decide to pirate it, it's like it doesn't have any copy protection, which is another thing I fucking respect. It's just all around. I think it's a good game and it's worth throwing some money at the guy. Personally. Oh, that's a persimmon. Persimmon. Simmon. Mun. What do I call it? Persimmon. Simon. Emo. Emin. I've only got 4 characters for this. Yeah, I'm just gonna go as far as I can go into persimmon. It's a purse. It's a purse. My purse! My persimmon. Yes, I would like to keep hybridizing. The busy work wouldn't even be bad if they didn't manage to make every single interaction in the game take 80 text boxes. Yeah. New Horizons is grating. Like, I want to like it, but it's grating. It plays like it was made for a 1993 DOS computer. Shut up! Don't malign DOS like that! DOS is hella engaging. Go play King's Quest right now. Fuck you! Pokemon has farming, as introduced in Gen 2. No, not farming. It was Gen 3. Gen 2 has apricorn trees that you can just pick from. Gen 3 is the one where you get to plant berries and water them, and that's farming. Gotta say, I did enjoy Animal Crossing New Leaf. Yeah, New Leaf is like... My favorite new Animal Crossing is New Leaf. New Leaf doesn't have the soul of Wild World, but it's pretty much peak Animal Crossing. I think they did a very good job. I especially appreciate... Oh, that's another thing I'm mad about New Horizons. New Horizons doesn't let you have exterior customization for your small house. Like, I have one character that I do not want to upgrade my house on because she's supposed to live in a tiny little fucking garbage shack, right? And I want to make it the tiniest house and also the exterior look like a tiny little garbage shack. I can do that in New Leaf, but for some fucking reason, they didn't let me do that in New Horizons. You don't get the ability to customize your house until, like, a couple of upgrades in New Horizons, so your house is big, right? Weird complaint, but that New Leaf, like, it's the same misstep as City Folk, where, like, in City Folk, the house is only as big as it was in GameCube, as opposed to being as big as you could make it in Wild World, right? It's the same fucking, we took 2 steps back, dipshit! You fucking dumbass! I'm mad. Sorry. Let's see, what's our next hybrid? It says cantaloupe. I don't know what that means. It says the next hybrid is a cantaloupe. For a tree cantaloupe. Alright, Landmugi. I'll learn these someday. Nope. Okay, Landmugi and Majorum. Yeah, we're just gonna use the actual fruits for this one. They're both S rank. It'll be fine. Even so, I'm gonna save my game, save a state. So do we get the legendary tree cantaloupe here? Sorry, I'm still catching up in chat. New Leaf, Soul, blah blah blah. There's a lot of DNA of New Leaf in New Horizons, and the ability to customize your town to the 9s is great, but it's just so asinine. Yeah, fundamentally, I wish that was on top of a fundamentally improved iteration of the previous game, but it's not on a fundamentally improved iteration of the previous game. It's, like, on this janky fucking empty feeling, like, I don't know, Unity fan project of what Harvest Moon is supposed to be. It's not it doesn't have the good solid foundational bones of the previous entry. And, why? Just why would you do it that way? It's so dumb. Hey, that does look like a cantaloupe. Tree cantaloupe. Oh, fuck. I can't, guys. I can't elope. I'm gonna I can't. Can't. Let's keep hybridizing. So this one says green mango. The Stardust and Sun guide says green mango for this one. I'm curious because avocado / green mango is kind of what the other one looked like to me. So let's see. Land Muge and Apage. So here's Apage. Well, I'm gonna do Land Muge first, I think. Am I out of Land Muges? I am. Land Muge and Apage. Apage. Save my game to slot 1. So, yeah, I don't know. Comfy, blah, 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 every other aspect. Why do people like Wild World? I don't remember fondly of it. It was an improvement. It was kind of weird. I think that, like, they did, it was an interesting idea, right? If you had to share it with a sibling or somebody, I imagine it was a bit less comfy. Oh, that does kind of look like a... green mango. Okay, I'm gonna call it... You know what? Mang? Come on, Mang. Mang. Continue hybridizing. I liked Wild World a lot because I didn't have any siblings. So I had the bigger house all to myself. They also added the ability to change your hairstyle and your was it your hairstyle? Yeah, that was the one that had a hairstyle. Did it have eye color too? I don't remember. It's been a long time since I played Wild World. But you could wear hats and have different hairstyles, and that was revolutionary shit, dude. It was like a direct upgrade in all of the fun outfit customization. You had accessories, right? You could wear sunglasses and shit. It was really cool. Your house, right? As a person who was the only person playing on my Wild World cartridge, your house has a much bigger upgrade system than it did in the GameCube version. It's a direct upgrade. All the bones of the GameCube, right? Except maybe like if you were super in love with tiered towns, you didn't have ledges, I don't think, anymore. It was just like a one flat. But they updated like everything. The custom museum exhibits, the constellations were really cute, a good use of the touchscreen. They had did they add new fruit in that one, or is it just kind of same fruit? I don't remember when they started adding new fruit to the game. But there was like it was exactly GameCube Animal Crossing, but they just iterated upon it and improved everything. There was bigger house, more customization options, more furniture, as well as all of the previous furniture, right? You could do more with the museum. There was an entire new floor to the museum. I think there were more insects, more like it was the previous game, but they improved it and gave you more. You had everything you had from GameCube plus a bunch of cool new stuff, right? And that is a successful that is the correct way to do a sequel. That is the correct way to do a sequel in a series, in my opinion, personally. That's what I think. I think that is right. All right, next hybrid. Sorry, I'm bitching. I'm bitching, and I'm so behind on chat. I'm sorry, guys. Where's Fuju? Fuju B. Oh God, we're probably gonna have to redo this one like 5 or 6 times. All right, save my state. Slot 1. All right. So that's why Wild World was objectively a complete improvement. The only issue, right? The only issue with Wild World, I will admit, is that every player does not have their own house. All the players have to share one house, all 4 players. I will call that an issue. Certainly a sharing issue and a who sold my favorite piece of furniture issue. If you have siblings, I've heard horror stories. I understand. I would prefer, like, Wild World would be the perfect iteration sequel, in my opinion, if every player had their own house. and you could make it as big as, you know, whatever. I don't know if they did it like you have to have roommates. I don't know if that was like a cartridge space limitation issue or what, but yeah, so that's why I like Wild World so much. That I'm going to state specifically, I love Wild World. I have great memories of Wild World, and I like it way better as an iteration than I think City Folk did as an iteration. I don't like City Folk as much as an iteration because the house size is small again, the customization took a hit. It's like, you know, the loading screen to the fucking... God, the loading screen to the city. Why would you do this? That's what I remember not liking about it. It seems like it went, oh, it's D's! Alright, MK, here it is. It's D's. Oops. The last one was nuts. This is D's. D's nuts. It's my favorite nut, a chestnut. They call it a buckeye nut on the guide, which, yeah, I don't know what a buckeye nut is. Maybe it's another word for chestnut. Next we have Jurum and Apage for the yellow-orange starfruit. Jurum, and Apage. I'm just gonna use the fruit for these. I think I'm gonna try and get through these hybrids, and then I will catch up on chat. I'm very sorry about being so behind on chat. Anyway, yeah, that's my case for Wild World as a good sequel, and my case for, well, like, City Folk is not a good sequel, as it immediately goes back on the previous entry's, you know, bones. The house upgrades should have been as many house upgrades in City Folk as you had in the previous entry, but they went back on it, and there were not as many house upgrades as you had in the previous entry. So it was a regression, which is not a good sequel. That's my opinion. This one's easy. I'm gonna name it Star. Ooh, Sparkle Sparkle. I like Starfruit. They're cute. I want to keep hybridizing. So this next one, Jurum and Orage. A golden apple. Now, I'm gonna name it... Oh, actually, wait, what if I wanted to name it... Okay, never mind. This one says golden apple. I'm gonna ignore that. We're gonna go to the next rare. Green and yellow pear is what it says. If it really looks like a pear, I'm gonna name it pear. But I think the quote-unquote golden apple is an Asian pear. But if this one looks too much like a pear, I'm gonna name this one pear instead. Lanmugi and Fuju. It says green and yellow pear in the guide. So save my state, just in case. Which, I don't know. I want to like City Folk, but I was just really betrayed by it, I guess. No! You bitch! I've been betrayed by Tartan too! Try again. Alright. Comfy, GameCube, Animal Crossing on steroids and speed. Yeah, basically. It was the actual improvement of... You bitch. This is what B-rank seeds do for your credit score. Comfy, GameCube, Animal Crossing, tons and tons of content, meaningless online play. I mean, I actually had... Oh my god, is it possible? Is it a bad combination? Wait, is it giving me something that I already have?